Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Steph, and today's video is a collab with my beautiful friend and sister Erica. We were thinking about a collab that we could do. I believe it was in the video where I was using the Blooming Lovely palette from Sample Beauty, and we decided to collab using our Sample Beauty palettes and talk about our channels, why we started our channels, our journey along the way, and what advice we would give to anyone new wanting to start a channel. So I'm going to jump right on into the makeup. I'm just going to quickly prime my eyes and then we'll get started. Okay guys, so eyes primed. I used the P. Louise Base Pro in the shade Rumour 02. Right, the palettes I picked out, I'm going to be dipping into 3 different palettes today, all by Sample Beauty. So first we have the Hydrographic palette, and this is what this one looks like. And then we have the Immensity palette, which looks like this. And finally we have the Blooming Lovely palette, and this is what she looks like. So I'll let you know which shade from which palette I'm using as we go along. But yeah, we're going to get started on the story. My story. So first I'm going in with Periwinkle from the Blooming Lovely palette. And making a mess. So, why did I start my channel? Well, there's a number of factors, and one being it was during lockdown, and the first lockdown that there was, and I was feeling particularly low. I was on furlough from my job. I think most of the company was on furlough because there just wasn't much work available due to the restrictions of the lockdown. So I was at home like all the time, and it was tough. It was really tough. I was struggling with feeling like I was worthless, that I was picked for furlough and not kept on. So yeah, that played a part in how low I was feeling. Also not being able to see family, not being able to do anything that you would usually do. So yeah, I was feeling particularly low. My self-worth was pretty low, and one thing I found solace in was watching makeup videos like this on YouTube. So I was watching a few of them and practicing my makeup skills more whilst doing so. And I got to thinking that I would love to have my own channel. I'd been watching Debbie of Vinyl Beauty, and that woman is amazing. So I kind of reached out to her and said, you know, I would love to, but I don't think I could do it. And just how much of an inspiration to me that she had been and still is to this day. And yeah, she basically said to me, just go for it. Just do a palette collection video. Don't worry about anything, just film it and upload. Because once you've done that, then you know, it's out there. So that is exactly what I did. I am going to go in with, right, so I'm going to go in with, from the Hydrographic palette, I'm going to go in with Tidal, which is this one here. So yeah, Debbie had a huge part in kind of helping me just to get started, just to give me that kick up the ass I needed. And I found Debbie so inspiring because she's in the older category, like myself. I turn 40 this month. Scary. And she just has no fear. She just knew what she wanted to do and went for it. And that really inspired me to just give it a go. So I did. And I've never looked back. I was in a really bad headspace. I wasn't telling anyone how bad it was. I was just really struggling. And my channel starting just changed everything for me. Absolutely everything. And I will be forever grateful and in awe of Debbie as Final Beauty. I will link her channel in the description box below, along with anyone else I mention. But yeah, she really helped give me that push that I really needed, and continued to give me advice. She's just wonderful, a really wonderful person. So in the beginning of my channel, I got a notepad and I kind of popped in everything that, like, my plan for my channel and just what it was that I wanted to do, why I was doing it. And I asked myself at the time, what do I want to achieve? I'd been watching Catherine Manning, I'd been watching Think Media, so in a way I'd gained all this advice. And so I wrote a list of what I wanted to achieve with my channel, and that list consisted of to create content that helps people, to become part of a like-minded community, to promote indie brands, and to become cruelty-free. All of these I have achieved in this last year. I'm so thankful to everybody who has raised me up to this level I'm at now. Eternally grateful. And yeah, so I kept this book. There's loads of comments in there, like, so I've got like, no one is you and that is your superpower, and these are quotes that I got from, say, Catherine Manning and Think Media or wherever I saw them. I haven't written that part down. I popped in there the things that I needed to do, all about creating content, and I uploaded my first video on the 16th of July 2020. I was a nervous wreck filming my first video, an absolute nervous wreck, but I did it, and doing so made me feel so much freer. And I'd popped in here, like, Debbie did a shout out to me on her Instagram stories. There's a big heart. And now Nikki Raven is following me on Instagram. Oh my god, today's the best. Now to start planning next week's video. And then a little bit further in, I don't know how many videos I had uploaded at this point. It says, oh my god, Katie from Make Up for Lost Time just messaged me on Instagram asking for the link to my video on YouTube. Mind blown. That's how I was feeling. Okay, so I need to remember to keep doing my makeup while I'm chatting. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is Anemone from the Hydrographic palette. I'm terrible at remembering the names of things. Are you like that too? So throughout my journey from last July, so it's been over a year now that Not Your Basic Steph has been around, and so much in my life has changed. I have gained friendships, I have gained family, Erica being one of those, and these relationships have helped me get through everything that has happened in this last year. For those of you who don't know, last October I fell ill, was in hospital with suspected heart attack. Turned out to be costochondritis, which is wonderful because costochondritis, you kind of feel like you're having a heart attack multiple times in a day. So I was diagnosed with that and was struggling, and then early this year I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome. So basically I'm like always in pain, just always. But the love I have received from my wonderful subscribers, I'll say friends, because that is exactly what you all are to me. Friends are there for you in your tough times, and that is exactly what has happened with my channel. This one seems a little bit patchy. Maybe it was just me with the thing. Who knows? Yeah. So talking about gaining friends and family brings me on to Erica. Now, I'm not sure if Erica knows this, but I kind of knew who she was from the comment section of various other creators, and I can't remember if it was on one of my videos or on someone else's video. I believe it may well have been Debbie's video that we got chatting on initially. And Erica gave me her email address and said, you know, if I ever need someone to talk to, she was there, and I was so moved by just that amazing act of kindness. So we started emailing, realised that we have a lot in common, to the point my daughter jokes that we're the same person. Just yeah. Yeah, we're so alike. We have so many like common interests. Erica has been a rock, an absolute rock to me in this last year, or last few months. We started chatting more and more, exchange telephone numbers, and we're at a point that we pretty much chat every single day, either through message or through video calls. Erica's family have become my family and vice versa. I mean, I love all of them so much, and Sydney is just the sweetest, and when she calls me Auntie Steph, my heart just melts, absolutely melts. So I have gained family throughout this. Don't get emotional, Steph, you'll ruin your makeup. Okay, so now I'm going into the Blooming Lovely palette, and I'm going in with Water. So yeah, one day, I'm not sure if it was in a video or a private message, I cannot remember for the life of me how it happened, but Erica was talking about wanting to start a channel, and I just said to her, go for it, just go for it, it's the best thing that I ever did. And so we would talk a lot about, you know, starting a channel, and when Erica uploaded her first video, it was just so obvious that she was a natural, an absolute natural, and people gravitate towards her because she is just just such a lovely, she has the biggest heart, and she's just one of the most genuine, kind, thoughtful, amazing human being. And I honestly could not imagine my life without her in it now. Don't get emotional. So yeah, meeting Erica and her family has changed my life in a really good way. Let's talk about some of the more less emotional aspects for a second, because otherwise I'm going to start crying. So yeah, I've also, something that I never even thought I would be able to do, I have learned how to edit videos, I've learned how to make thumbnails. These are all things that were alien to me before starting my channel. And now it's something I don't think twice about. It's something that I just do. But actually thinking about it, I've actually achieved a lot more than I give myself credit for, and it is all down to starting my channel. I'm not too concerned about this. I can clean this up if need be. So yeah, I've learned a lot. I'm not a computer whiz at all, but I did watch a lot of videos by Decay. That's how I chose the editing program that I use now. I use VSDC, and I did have the free version, which is amazing. Then deal came up for the pro version, so I snapped that up. However, the free version still, you can just do, I've been using that for over a year. The pro version, essentially I wanted it for the new transitions that I could use. But yeah, Jack Cole is like a wealth of knowledge when it comes to editing. Alright, so just going back through the colours a little bit. Just want to try and mesh them together a bit more. So yeah, I was obviously, you know, my channel was helping build my confidence, but I was talking to people who were struggling also with either being alone during lockdown or struggling with their mental health and just wanting people to chat to. So I had this idea. I didn't expect it to really come to anything, because I'm not a pro, I'm not a professional anything. I just wanted to create a space where people had something to kind of look forward to, like almost like a virtual cafe to meet up, chat with people, chat makeup. So I was thinking of how I could go about this. I'm just using a little bit more of Periwinkle from Blooming Lovely. So I was really thinking about how to go about it, what it is that I wanted from it. And name-wise, I came up with Karma Chameleon because with mental health, everybody has mental health, whether it be good, difficult, bad, whatever. Everybody has mental health that needs taking care of, and it can come in so many different forms. and it just kind of reminded me of a chameleon, how a chameleon can change their colour depending on what they're standing on, etc., for their environment. And yeah, it kind of made me think, well, mental health's kind of like that, because it isn't always the same, and for one person it might not be the same from day to day, week to week, month to month, etc. So because I wanted it to be kind of a calming meetup, I thought I would, how about Calm a Chameleon? It also has another meaning to me, because Calm a Chameleon was my first like single my mum had got me for my 2nd birthday. I thought that Boy George was a pretty dolly and I loved him. I had a poster on my wall, this is as a toddler, and I had the 12-inch single of Calm a Chameleon, and so yeah, that resonates with me a lot. Okay, so I'm going to pop on a bit of the NYX glitter primer. I'm just going to use a Spectrum A07. All of the brushes that I used for these are all Spectrum A12s. I have 4 of them, just with different handles. So this is a Spectrum A07. So yeah, Calm a Chameleon started. I decided to do it as a premiere for every Saturday. I thought about the time. I was trying to use a time that would be good for people in other countries also. So I tried Saturday 3 p.m. UK time, and it seems to have been a pretty good time for it. And as the time has gone on, Calm a Chameleon has become, to me, just a necessity for my mental health, and I have had the most amazing feedback from subscribers, etc., from you guys if you're watching this. It's become a necessity because it is something to look forward to every week. I'm going to go in with first Atmosphere, or am I? What am I? No, I'm going to go in with Respiration, Purple Shimmer. So the love and support that I have received myself through Calm a Chameleon has just blown me away. I have met some of the most amazing people. I have gained friends, and I look forward to it every week. It's been kind of like my rock. And there's a lot of the same regulars every week, and it is just so much fun. The chat's always kind of buzzing, everyone's always chatting. The love that everyone has for each other is just heartwarming. There's just no other word for it. It's completely heartwarming, and I will never be able to thank everyone enough for making Calm Chameleon a reality rather than just an idea that I had. So yes, Calm a Chameleon is a big part of my YouTube journey. Everybody's experiences are going to be different because we're all different people. And if you're thinking about starting your own channel, think about what it is you want to gain from it. But the first thing to do is exactly what Debbie told me, and that's just start. Because once you've started, you've got something to work on, to build on, If you overthink it, you can literally be like planning for months. Just go for it. Videos I've watched, and of course I did with Think Media, they're like, start messy. And it's just the best advice I've received, and the advice I will always give to anyone who asks, what do I do? Just start. And then once you've started, you can start looking at different things. I would recommend looking into free editing software, because obviously you don't know if you're going to like it long term. You don't want to pay out initially, but so definitely look into free editing software. I use VSDC and I love it, but I know there are other editing software out there that's free that are also amazing, that other people recommend. Jack Cole is who I watched to help me decide which one would be better for me. All right, on the inner part, I'm going in with Above. I do love these shadows, they are beautiful. Sample Beauty do really make some amazing eyeshadows, and I also have their, is it Infinity in One Gel primer, and I love that too. I think also that is a very, very good dupe for the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. The other bit of advice that I can give you that I gained, I believe it was from Catherine Manning, and it was to just video yourself doing everyday things. Just start it off like while you're cooking, while you're ironing, anything, and just chat to either the camera, the phone, whatever it is you're using. Just chat as if, you know, you're chatting to a friend. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel. Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna feel like you're necessarily talking to friends. Yeah, to start with, it is going to feel awkward. Definitely. But it is a very good way to get comfortable on camera. To keep practicing, and yeah. Chat about everything and anything. Just talk. You know, you don't have to pre-plan a subject. This is just you and your camera or phone, and you're just chatting. And trust me when I say it does definitely get easier. Definitely. And I've recently started, I've changed Karma Chameleon from a premiere to a live, which is something that even only a couple of months ago I wouldn't have thought I would be able to do. So again, not giving myself any credit, just deciding, oh no, I don't think I could do that. But then a couple of weeks ago I was taken into hospital a couple of times. The first one, my costochondritis has returned, yay me. And then also the pain I was feeling around my stomach was because the meds I had been taking had damaged my stomach lining. Again, yay me. But yeah, so had to kind of step back, take some time to just allow my body to heal. I was in so much pain, but I didn't want to miss Karma Chameleon. Karma Chameleon is so very important to me, and I know that it is very important to some other people who may or may not be watching, Erica being one of those. And she has encouraged me so much, helped build my confidence. I have been on video chat with Erica crying, just crying, and she just gets me. And I think it's because we are so similar. Um, we both have a black cat, and they look pretty much identical apart from the colour of their eyes. So yeah, we say that they were separated at birth. And of course, my daughter jokes about me and Erica being the same person because we just have the same sense of humour. We love the same things. It's crazy how alike we are, and just crazy how we were brought together and through this amazing community. It's just been it's just been amazing, just amazing. And gaining family, because I do class Erica as my sister and her kids as my niece and nephew and her husband, my brother-in-law. I love them so, so much. Um, it was so nice that when Sydney was going to try on her dress in the shop, they sent me photos, so I felt like I was a part of that. And then on the morning of her wedding, while they were getting ready, Erica was sending me pictures of Sid and of her and Sid. And I felt like a part of the getting ready for the wedding process. I would have loved to have been there. Um, but yeah, that meant so much to me. It is unreal. Right, I'm gonna nip off and finish my face, and then I'll be back to just finish chatting. So yes, if you would like to see the finished look and hear me talk about having a YouTube channel, then just stay where you are. Okay guys, so I am back with the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Everything I've popped on my face will be listed in the description box below, should you wish to check that out. So I am going to finish by saying a massive thank you to some wonderful brands who have put their faith in me. And that is Makeup by Lisa. Lisa was so kind to send me quite a few of her products to try, and she put her faith in me to use my platform to show them. And also to Madaj Beauty for choosing me and adding me to the PR list, and James for putting his faith in me and always supporting me. Just wonderful people. Rux of Artitude Cosmetics. I am so proud to be a brand ambassador. I have been supporting Rux for such a long time. I love the Artitude Cosmetics products. I did not become a brand ambassador for gaining anything other than just the joy of working with a brand that I have so much passion for. And Rux is just one of the most amazingly wonderful people in the world. She is so hardworking, so kind, just so proud to call her my friend. Proud, incredibly grateful. And also Yvette Beauty. The very kind owner of Yvette Beauty sent me a PR package, and it's beautiful. I am so incredibly grateful to have been given the opportunity to work with brands when I still have such a small platform. In the world of influencers, beauty YouTubers, I am tiny. I'm like an ant in a world of giants, but I have still had people put their faith in me and believe in me, and I will be eternally grateful just for everything that's happened with my channel and the people I've met in this last, well, it's been a year and, oh, I can't count, July, August, September, October, a year and 3 months. It's been amazing. And Erica, thank you so much for doing this collab with me and suggesting that we talk about our channels, our story, our how we got started, and giving advice to anyone else wishing to start a channel. And the biggest piece of advice, as I've already said, is just go for it. If it is something you feel passionate about, if it is something you really want to do, just go for it. Your first videos are always going to be your worst, but they're like the base for you to build on. Again, Erica, thank you so much for collabing with me and for being a wonderful friend and sister and just like a rock. So thank you. And yeah, I'm just going to end it there because otherwise I'm going to start blubbering. So if you've liked this video, please give it a like, thumbs up, really helps me out. Also, go ahead and head on over to Erica's channel, check out her video, her channel. She is amazing. She is just such a wonderful person, and I think you'll love her makeup too. She's another colour lover. And yeah, if you're new, if you like colourful makeup, if you like supporting indie brands and maybe want to discover some indie brands that maybe you haven't heard of before, then please hit the subscribe button, and then if you hit the notification bell, YouTube will notify you when I upload a video. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.